Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to CG Reaction. This is The Art of the Deal by the channel Jonathan Pye. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched a Jonathan Pye video, but he looks British. I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't know if this is like pro Trump or against Trump video, but like somebody just told me I should react to this one. So yeah, Trump, the great negotiator, sells out Ukraine, or I guess it's against Trump. And the UK's favorite grifter is behind him every step of the way. UK's favorite grifter? Who's the Brexit guy? Forgot his name, man. The tall guy, right? Is he talking about him? Forgot his name. It must be him, right? The guy behind the, what was that, like red bus? Why can't I remember his name? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so this is my channel, Jonathan Pye. We'll see how it is. Obviously, there are many pro-Trump people in my subscription, in the who follows my channel. Let's just say, you should always watch videos like this and I guess not get offended. Like I've said in the past, I'm not a pro-Trump or whatever, against Trump or whatever, right? I'm not a Trump guy or anything like that. I like to if you have like enough of a high IQ, you would consume all type of media, right? If you don't agree with that, that's fine, but at least you should like consume everything you can. So this is one of those things. So yeah, don't comment down like I can't believe you would like agree with this guy or whatever, right? If something makes good enough point, I agree with that, right? I mean, yeah, that's how I work basically. So let's watch one. Remember people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. And if you want to do any specific reaction, it doesn't matter what, because I don't really have a genre. I've watched many different type of videos, so just comment down and I'll get to it, I guess. Yeah, let's watch this one.
The tech billionaire reiterated calls by the US president and Russia for Ukraine to hold new elections, saying President Zelenskyy is despised by his people and reiterating President Trump's assertion that he is a dictator. Neville Chamberlain must be up there now, must be down there now, thinking at last a bigger fucking pussy than I was. Because at least Neville Chamberlain didn't come back reading from a bit of anti-Czech propaganda that Hitler had written for him. Are we still America's allies now that America is openly using Kremlin propaganda? Trump is clearly one of the worst negotiators in geopolitical history. The first time ever an American president has criticised an ally for not surrendering to an invading army, you fucking pussy hole.
Yeah, YouTube's not gonna like this one. I wouldn't say that he's the worst negotiator. Even at the worst, if you don't like Trump at all, you must admit, like, at least he negotiated with his own people and got elected twice. At least there's that.
Trump claiming that Ukraine started the war is like Roosevelt saying, well, what the fuck were those ships doing in Pearl Harbor in the first place?
Yeah.
The art of the deal, eh? The great negotiator showed his hand after 2 seconds, showed the world that he'd been entirely captured by Kremlin talking points. Instead of at least pretending to be neutral so that he could get his Nobel Peace Prize,
This is so true, man. This is like victim blaming. I'm sorry, it just is. It's like saying somebody who gets R something and asking, oh, well, what she was wearing. Like, is that the question you want to ask? This is like, okay, Ukraine started the war. Like, how? How was that even the case? Literally, one side literally just walked up to the border and just invaded them. Like, you can try to touch your ear like that, but this is the way you should be doing it, right? Like, yeah, you can see anything in any way. Right? You can make argument about anything, but come on, man. Anyone with 2 brain cells will realize that, come on, you can't blame Ukraine for this.
Immediately showed that he was openly hostile to one of the parties, and not the invader, the invaded. The art of the deal. The guy negotiating with Russia is a Fox News host. Although, what's the point of a functioning Defence Department if you're going to surrender to your enemy after just 1 month in office? Imagine being the President of the United States with the richest man in the world as your pet and still shitting the bed every time someone points out that you're being a wanker. And you can tell that Trump doesn't actually think Zelenskyy is a dictator because his nose isn't nestled up Zelensky's anus whilst giving him a reach around like he does with real actual dictators. The UK didn't have a general election for 10 years because of World War II. That doesn't make Winston Churchill a dictator. Zelenskyy has not banned opposition parties, just the ones openly pro-Russian. Just like we banned the fascist party when Hitler was bombing the shit out of us on a nightly basis. Zelenskyy has not banned independent media, just pro-Russian propaganda. And
that is so true. How the fuck can you, like, this? There is even precedent in America. A precedent set, like in war times you don't have elections. Like, this is just common sense, right? It's a wartime. How would they have elections? There was fear during the Bush time, and every time like Bush or something just might cause a war just to delay the election. Obviously, he didn't do that. But even in America, there's like a thing. Like, if there's a war going on, major war, you don't hold elections, right? It's a wartime. It's national emergency.
NATO expansionism is not the reason we have this war. NATO expansion on Russia's borders stopped in 2004. So what? Russia was so annoyed that they waited 10 years to invade Crimea, and then...
2004? They were expanding up until then? Where were they expanding? Like, that's... I thought he was going to say decades ago or something.
Quick 8-year breather, and then on to Ukraine. Utter bollocks. And now let's see what the UK's favourite fag-smoking everyman MAGA flag shagger Nigel Farage has to say on the matter.
Farage.
Oh, no, he's not available for comment because he's on a plane flying off to a Trump cheerleading conference in Washington to share the stage with Liz Truss, Steve Bannon and Elon Musk, who's holding a chainsaw. Oh, no, we've got him on the line. Over to you, Nigel. Well, I think you find, if you know your history, we did have elections during the Second World War. So, yes, Nigel. You're quite right. But we waited until Hitler had blown his fucking brains out, you disingenuous, cowardly, boot-licking, Trump line-towing, cock-sucking coward. Any other comments, Nigel Farage? Well, I agree with Donald Trump. Ukraine must have elections as soon as possible. Very well. And let me ask you this, Nigel Farage, you cowardly, cock-sucking cocksucker. How on earth is Ukraine supposed to have an election with 6 million of its people displaced? Russian drones attacking them every single day, with 3.5 million Ukrainians living under an illegal Russian occupation. Hello? Hello, cocksucker? No, he's gone. Whatever you think of Nigel Farage, you may even have voted for him, but trust me when I tell you, he is an apologist for appeasement, an apologist for brutal dictators, and he is a cowardly, bootlicking, opportunist shit stain on humanity. However, nothing compared to that master negotiator Donald Trump, an idiotic...
Okay, I've watched Jeremy Clarkson my whole life, since I was a kid. Like, really, so like, I'm pretty sure like I was 9. 9? Yeah, I think I was 9 when I first saw Top Gear. And since then, I've never stopped. Even now, like, when Jeremy Clarkson comes on YouTube for rant about anything, I watch it. I know British humor. And I was assuming, like, maybe Jeremy's special, and he is. But, like, yeah, I can clearly see similarities here. I kind of expected this as soon as I realized, oh, British guy is going to talk about something. I didn't know it was going to be rant, but as soon as I read the description, okay, maybe it's going to be something creative. But it was a full-out British rant, which is just perfection.
Ignorant leader with a feeble conceptual grasp on reality, where the politics of propaganda and intimidation are always proudly on display. Trump and his minions, including Farage, have betrayed Ukraine, betrayed a people who have courageously fought to defend their land against a bully and a murdering tyrant. And the result is an emergence of a new US-Russian axis, the end of the Western alliance, because Trump is annoyed that he was...
Not US-Russia, US-Russia, North Korea, and maybe Iran will get into it too. Why the fuck not? Who would have thought X is going to include USA?
Publicly called out on his lies. Maybe, just maybe, this is the moment where the remaining Western allies see that Trump is an ally of no one. Maybe Trump has miscalculated, thinking that everyone was just going to bend the knee. Maybe the world will see that America in its present form is not to be trusted by anyone. And anyone who does trust Trump, But people like Nigel Farage, for example, a bootlicking, cowardly cocksucker who, instead of doing any work for his constituents, is right now wanking for coins on a stage in Washington, having a big fat public MAGA wank for dollar, a fucking shit stain of a man. Well, quite a week. Trump has always been unpredictable, but this week has turned Western geopolitics on its head.
On his ass. Okay. Again, like I said in one of the videos, I don't think that's how the case is. I think Trump knows what he's doing. I think Trump knew he was going to do this even before he got elected. He had this plan, and it's Trump's plan of like not helping Ukraine. He already had that in his mind, and everything he did recently in the interview and everything, he just did that so he can like like keep his own people in this kind of a support. Like, we are not helping Ukraine. Why? Because look at him. Look at the Ukrainian president. He's not wearing a suit. He's not saying thank you. What are we getting back or something like? Layman doesn't understand how economy works, right? Like, oh, it's our money. Why would we help them? Like, okay, you think you have $40 trillion economy because you have 40 trillion worth of goods there in USA. It's global economy is complex, man. Right? You're helping because there's an element behind it. There's a reason why you're still part of NATO. Right? There's a reason why you still like, have a partnership with a lot of European countries. Like, back and forth benefits you as well. So defending Ukraine is also in your benefit. Because in the future, it's like, defense of the European countries. That's also at the stake. If European countries goes away, your economy it takes a hit as well. There's many elements behind it. But, Trump always had this like element, like, okay, I'm pro Putin. He always kind of was, right? And he's just envisaging that, like, if I cut off Ukraine, they have to like agree to Putin with some kind of a demand. So Putin is happy, everyone's happy. There is no war. Like, Trump has a good relation with Putin and everything like that, right? Maybe North Korea also like cools down. There is no conflict there and shit like that. They have this vision. So what just happened recently in that interview, that was basically theatrics. He wanted to do that all along. That was his plan, right? He wanted to show his people like, oh, we are not helping Ukraine. And people behind him, yeah, why the fuck would we help him? Look at him, he's not even wearing suit. I'm pretty sure not wearing suit is one of the things that, again, the president was said way back, like, if your country is at war, like, you don't wear suit and shit like that. I don't know, it was some American president who did that, I don't know. No, wait a minute, it was like Churchill. I think Churchill was doing that. When Churchill went to America, he wasn't wearing suit and things because it was war or something. I don't know, some shit like that. So he's just doing that in that way, right? Why not holding election? Because it's a wartime and many things like that. I don't know. But there you go. Comment down if you think I got any of them wrong or whatever, I guess. And I always read comment even if I don't respond. If there is something directed at me, like some kind of question or something, then I respond. If there is just a comment, like you're making things clear, I don't usually reply, but I read your comment. So definitely comment down. And then, like I said, I'm not pro Trump or against Trump or whatever. Don't just attack me like, oh, okay, you don't know shit, this and that. Like, I understand that. I never said I know everything. I never said I'm pro anything. Chill the hell out. Just comment down. Like, people who've been watching my channel for a long time knows this, and they comment down. I always read them. It's very informative. And you can see in the next video, I'll probably like repeat your comment because it's information in my head now. So definitely comment down. Then yeah, I'll see you next time.